screw it, man. I'm going to pick Sean Strickland to win by decision. I'm going to say they keep it striking. They just throw down for 5 rounds. It's not going to happen. Not when Chimaev has the takedown. Not when Chimaev said he's tapped him out in training multiple times. But I'm going to go with Strickland. Fuck it. I think this fight will be competitive. I'll probably get proven wrong at the weekend, but I don't care, bro. 4-day upload streak, by the way. Gone insane in here. 4-day upload streak. I don't know, man. Sean Strickland. Decision, I don't know. 48, 47, I don't know. You can call me the ultimate ball knower of the UFC. I predicted this fight perfectly. Sean Strickland won by split decision, 48-47 scorecard. Just like I said in the clip you just saw. But man, this was a much different fight than a lot of people were expecting it to be. I thought it'd be competitive. It was competitive the entire time. A lot of the fight stayed standing. Sean Strickland even got control time. DDP didn't get nearly as much control time. He got seconds rather than minutes. Like, Strickland got at least 3 minutes of control time during that fight. Absolutely insane. The strikes were on Strickland's side. Of course, Chimaev did his thing, got quite a few takedowns, but Strickland kept getting back up. That's what happens when you do a ton of sparring. Striking sparring, grappling sparring. You eventually just get very, very good at it. That was a massive part of Sean Strickland's game plan. Before we get deep into that fight, let's talk about the co-main event. The GOAT, Joshua Van, defends his title against Tatsuro Taira. Way too many people were counting out Joshua Van. Like, a lot of people were saying Tatsuro Taira's grappling would be too good for him. It just wasn't. The champion and the challenger in Van and Strickland, both of them could defend the takedown. They could defend the grappling pretty easily. The grapplers would get the takedowns, but they'd get straight back up again. Very good to see that. We had a very entertaining card overall with 328. This video is not going to be a full recap. I just want to talk about the title fights. So yeah, Joshua Van wins by round 5 TKO. I had him by TKO in rounds 3 or 4. It still was a TKO, but round 5. Because Tatsuro Taira is tough as hell. Dude almost got killed in one of those rounds where he got massively knocked down. Pretty much just a very funny image I'll put on screen in a second of him just kind of like squished in. Reminds me of the Tony Ferguson Michael Chandler fight. See, Joshua Van's striking volume is insane. He landed 190 total strike to Taira's at 100. That's almost double the strikes. And at 71% accuracy as well, which is just fucking insane. Takedowns of Taira were there, obviously. He's a grappling phenom pretty much. But Joshua Van was there with the 2 sub attempts. He had him in a rear naked choke and tried twice for it. Great job by Joshua Van. He'll be fighting Pantoja next in the rematch. And I think he wins that fight. I think he wins. Back to Strickland versus Chimaev. As you can see here, Chimaev got 9 takedowns on him out of the 13 he tried to land. When it comes to the strikes, Chimaev, like I said, he kept it standing. He didn't land anywhere near as many strikes as he did to DDP. He landed like 500 plus, most on a UFC title fight history. But yeah, Strickland outstruck him. Significant strikes are there. Chimaev's face is absolutely busted up at the end of this fight. Strickland had his nose like broken pretty much just by the jab of Khamzat, because Khamzat's got a nice jab, a nice powerful hefty jab. But yeah, again, Sean Strickland here was shocked that he'd won, just like he was shocked that when he finished Fluffy Hernandez just 2 months ago, by the way. The turnaround was insane, and for him to beat 2 grappling heavy fighters back to back and beating them pretty much at their own game, managed to win a fight, just super impressive, man. In terms of the scorecard, I'm pretty sure the female judge gave it to Khamzat, gave the fight to Khamzat, and the 2 male judges like Sal D'Amato, Eric Colin, I don't know this guy, but they all gave it to Strickland. And would I agree with these rounds? Yeah, probably. Round 1 Khamzat easily, they all scored it like that. Round 2 Strickland, easily they all scored it like that. I think Khamzat won 1 and 4. I think Strickland clearly won rounds 2 and 5, and it came down to how they scored the 3rd, and 2 of them scored it for Strickland. I scored it for Strickland too, while I was watching live. There's no bias there, because like both these fighters are like, meh, not a massive fan of them, but I was rooting for Strickland, and he gets it done. Like, a very impressive win. I don't think many people really had it. We were going to pick Strickland in this fight. I did. Ball knowledge pick. If you just look at the tail of the tape here, Khamzat has most of the upper hand on Strickland with the age. He's younger and he's in his prime still. Strickland's out of his prime. Strickland also had that motorcycle injury, which meant like one of his knees had to have like surgery on it. Something was removed, which means he can't put like massive amounts of pressure on it, if I remember that correctly. So yeah, that's not going to help him. And plus he's 35, but you know, Strickland's still very good. I think he's still in his prime pretty much. He's had some great performances his last couple times out. Super impressive. The reach of Strickland, I didn't know that. Strickland was landing some heavy shots on Chimaev. Don't get me wrong, Chimaev was landing a nice jab, and they kept kind of going at the same time, and Chimaev would sometimes get the better of those exchanges. Pop Strickland's head back. I'm not sure if I have any images of that, but oh look, here the odds are just not on Strickland's side at all. He was a plus 700 underdog for the Adesanya fight, beats him, and he was a like minus 450, 500 underdog in this fight. This kind of stuff here is what I mean, like Chimaev would land that nasty straight or jab on Strickland, would just push his face back, and eventually it opened his nose, kind of broke it. I think Strickland said in the post-fight press conference that his nose is broken, so that's fair enough. They also mentioned that there's no real beef between them. They were, you know, shaking hands and everything right after the fight, right before the fight. I think there's always been respect there. Just they kind of just got worked up to sell the fight. Go to Khamzat's topology here, 15-1. It is overtaken by Sean Strickland, winning the belt over DDP. People thought he's going to be one of the most dominant middleweights of all time. Just hasn't happened. I think he's going to move to 205. The competition up there it's just frankly way easier. We'll go through 205 now. Actually, I think we can go to that weight class. We can pretty much just run through light heavyweight weight class. We can go through the top 15 pretty much and just see who he beats. On to Menafield. Some of these guys might be thicker and larger, but I think Chimaev had a tough weight cut because he had a fight with Yuri that he wanted. It was never really official, so that could have caused some issues there with the weight cut. People say he obviously didn't make weight. The weighing scale didn't settle. Kind of a bit of controversy there, but I guess it doesn't matter now. On to Menafield. Yeah, Chimaev would destroy him. Johnny Walker would get destroyed. Kryl would probably get destroyed. Rakic probably wouldn't stand a chance. Ozdemir, I don't know. The power, can he land anything? None of these guys have, not a single one of them is like a pure grappler, I don't think. I think they're all strikers. It's such an easy top 15. Like Ulberg's taller, he's probably more powerful, but can he defend the takedown like Strickland could? He barely knows how to strike, never mind grapple and wrestle. He's just a heavy hitter. And Ankalaev, maybe Ankalaev was grappling, but I'm sure he's a kickboxer. Alex Pereira's not even in the division anymore, but if Alex Pereira could survive the takedown, Alex Pereira's got better grappling than people think. If Pereira could survive the first takedown in the round, he'd probably do nasty things to Chimaev. Let's not lie here. Prohaska will probably just get taken down, submitted, not gonna lie. Jan Blachowicz, no. Khalil Roundtree Jr. wouldn't fight him because they're both there for Santos Studios, like Bear Geo Jackson podcast type shit. Jamal Hill, no. Costa, I think the Paulo Costa fight would be good. It's two lighter man, skill, middleweight fighters fighting just upper weight class. I think that'd be a pretty good fight. I'm not too sure though. Yeah, like Mirzakhanov, no chance. I think the light heavyweight division would be pretty easy for Khamzat Chimaev, not gonna lie. Chimaev did very well at going to the head and the body, but Strickland, the majority of his shots, 96% of his shots, were just all focused towards hitting Khamzat in the face and the head. And that built up the damage, which probably pushed the round 3 to be in his favour on the judges' scorecards. But overall, this card was great. Had some good fights. For this one, Sean Bader dominated Buckley. King Greens destroyed Stevens. Volkov used his kicks at range and just worked Acosta the whole time. Gautier got another slime out. People are just hating because he didn't get him out there in the first round. They're saying he's bad. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he'll become a champion or anything like that. I think he needs to work on some things. But he's got the power to beat anyone. Joel Alvarez, Amasov, such an impressive performance by Amasov. Dunks Alvarez down, submits him so easily. It's a very dominant first round. Grant Dawson managed to get the submission after getting dropped bad from Mateusz Rajbeski, I think so you say it. Jim Miller, 42 years old, pretty much destroyed Jared Gordon. Roman Kopylov is just a stupid idiot. He could have finished the fight several times but chose to hug. Can't understand that. Same with this fight. Mateusz Rajbeski could have finished the fight, just chose to hug. I don't understand why. Tulio was looking good in the first round of this fight. Pat Sabatini's boring as hell, and he's cutting from the UFC. Suzakayev almost got forechecked, managed to get the submission in the last round after having a very competitive fight with Jordan Santos. Then Jose Ochoa started the card off really well. Super entertaining performance. Nasty body work. Just a great performance from him. Overall, a very sick card. Probably one of my favourite cards of the year, not going to lie. Topped off with a very actually fun main event. Wasn't expecting it to be fun, but it was a good main event. Shout out to Sean Strickland for winning. Shout out to me for getting the title fight picks right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.